nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And so, the national anthems. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. Ivory Coast have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this guy Caicedo really is the definition of the word tireless. One of the best defensive midfielders around, and he does have a constant desire to get forward and contribute to the attack. He can add some energy and dynamism to that. But what he's really, truly brilliant at is stopping the opposition and disrupting their plans. And he will be a big, big factor in trying to do that here.
Okay, interesting. Estupinian, and he goes cross-field. Plays it through. Pinged towards the front line. Caicedo. Estupinian, nicely aimed pass. Doué. Ndika. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Ahmad. Doué. Nice control. Caicedo wins the duel this time. Caicedo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Incapuyi. Incapie shifted upfield. Has a look and plays it forward. Tacho cuts out the pass. Caicedo. That's really well manoeuvred. Doué. Kosunu, that's a sharp pass. Pacho. Incapuyi. Estupinian. But it's Valencia. Oh, good spread. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Chance to shoot! It's off target and by quite a way. Now it's Kessier. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Tacho, gently done. He's onto it in a flash. He's going to be disappointed with that. That's a good run down the left. Oh, that's nice. Aimed in towards the... Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Tacho gets rid without sophistication. Tacho can get it clear.
Ivory Coast clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Looks to the other side. Now here's the delivery. And that's been well dealt with. Kosunu, aim forwards.
Ecuador are playing very deep here. They seem happy to let their opponents have the ball. They're not bothered.
Moved on forwards. Calmly anticipates. Tacho.
Are clearly looking to use the space out in the flanks here.
With a view to what exactly, Jim?
Well, it can encourage the fullbacks to get involved and increase their chances of more service into the box.
Ahmad. Played into the middle. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's played forward. Caicedo. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Ecuador have reclaimed it. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Cross goes in there. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Shot a goal! Played it again. Kessier. Whistle's gone, that's foul. He's gone for the shot. Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish of true class. First blood drawn. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Ecuador make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Tacho makes the interception. Ivory Coast are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Look, they've simply been punished for a sleepy start. Time for that wake-up call.
Moved on forwards. Is onto it in a flash. Kessier. Out towards the flank. Incapié gets good distance on it. Turns and goes back. And he shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind. Caicedo played out to the left flank. Estupinian. Indica gets it away. Caicedo played out wide. Estupinian. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Can he get onto this? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Valencia. Ecuador can't seem to retain possession. And that's a dangerous shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Ecuador are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Caicedo. Estupinian. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Out to the right. Very nicely done. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. They've played it short. Ndika tries to clear. Oh, it's come loose. And it's Caicedo. Shot, surely! There's the shot! Played out to the right. And they win it back again. Doué, and it's played forward. Valencia, now he's off and running. And that's really well manoeuvred. He came in hard, very hard. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Ahmad. Fofana. Goes for the shot! Can he stop it going out? Oh, sweet feet. Produces a cross. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, it's come loose.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
He's shifting through the gears here. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Ahmad. That's a nicely weighted pass. Diallo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to...
Great chance!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Spread out to the left. He is just caressing the ball. Over to the left. Estupinian. Oh, it's played into the area. Chooses to go back. And now the breakaway. Now it's Ahmad. Kessié. He's gone for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Ivory Coast really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Capie, aim forwards. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, that's neat. A chance to play it in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he cuts out the supply. Moved on forwards. And they can counter here. Ahmad. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's tidy. And it's Caicedo. That's an excellent interception. Do have a chance to counter here.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And it's played forward. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Doué. Ahmad. Plenty waiting in the middle. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Capie, forwards and with intent. Pacho. Estupinian, aim forwards. Valencia in acres of space out wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's really well manoeuvred. Played into space out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. Kessié. Ndika. He's fizzed it forward. Pacho. Estupinian. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Kessié.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Valencia. Done delicately. Cleared without complication. That's a throw.
Caicedo. And that has been clubbed away. Out to the left it goes. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ahmad. Tries a measured ball. That is lovely. So who's he picking out?
There's the shot!
Split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Climbs up big!
He will be livid with himself. Incapuyi. Is onto it in a flash. That has been cut short. Kosunu gently done. Doué shifted upfield.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Caicedo. Over to the left. Caicedo. That's good play. Great defending, strong and determined. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's managed to get free. Fofana! It's a loose ball. Could be danger here.
It's a mighty effort!
Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Moved on forwards. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Ndika goes forward. Out to the right. It's just beyond his reach. Ndika. And it's played forward. Estupinian gets over and intercepts. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Ivory Coast clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
He's gone for goal.
Cross to the back post. Ndika, aim forwards. And reclaimed it in a trice. Kessié, might be danger here.
Decent chance! He scored! A goal at a really telling moment. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Ivory Coast get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Cleared away. Kessié.
And there's the shot!
Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Estupinian. Played towards the other side. Oh, nice touch. And that's aimed into the middle. Deftly away.
Tries a shot!
So what can they make of this? Lobbed in behind. And he welcomes it in. And the keeper has it. Caicedo. Diallo, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Caicedo. Estupinian. Estupinian chooses to go cross-field. That's very neat. Delivers the ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Succumbs to the pressure. Valencia.
Oh, shooting chance!
More pressure on the opposition goal.
Ecuador really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Ndika, driven forward. Now that's well seen too. There's the whistle for half-time. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, From what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Ivory Coast really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Fofana. Kessié. Fofana. Kessié. He's in a good position here. Ahmad.
Goes for a shot! It's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Ivory Coast, yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
This has become one superb game of football.
Really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves and pay a price.
Moved on forwards. Estupinian. Caicedo. Incapuyi. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Throw in. Great run on the overlap here. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Nice physical challenge. Kessié. Kessié shifted upfield. Caicedo. Looks to the other side. Muscular approach does pay off here. He's onto it in a flash. Kessié. Tacho with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Gets it away. Time to deliver.
Takes a shot!
Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, there wasn't much else on there, so why not have a crack? So nearly paid off too.
Incapuyi. Pacho. And he goes cross-field. Now, what's he got in mind? Can he finish?
That was venomous.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Valencia. And here's Valencia. Oh, good spread. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. That looks a good cross. Doué gets it away. Well, they can break here. It's been slipped through. Gets into some space. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Oh, some tackle that. Valencia have it back and can go again. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Diallo on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a third.
He looks a really hungry player right now. That has been knocked clear. Looking for a decent ball in. Cleared away. That's really well manoeuvred. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. And he whips it in. Diallo being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Incapuyi. Tacho played out to the left flank. Estupinian. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well timed, excellent interception. Now he's wondering who wants it. Could try cutting inside here. Here's a shot! And he thumps it clear. Aim forwards. Kessié, spread out to the left. Clipped into space. Played towards the other side.
mission one has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Valencia finds himself offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Tacho shifted upfield. Does really well to win the ball there. It's a nicely shaped ball. Chance here to counter. Out to the left it goes. And it's Fofana. Played back in, and here's Ahmad. Fofana. Over to the left. Kessié. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That's a lovely, neat pass. It's really well cleared. And that's been won straight back. Either side really getting hold of the ball. Chance! It's anyone's ball now. And he's heaved it away. Kessié, who has set up 2 goals. Tacho. Incapuyi, and it's played forward. Can he latch on to this? Tacho can get it clear. Ivory Coast have got it back and they'll have another go. Kessié, and it's lofted through here. Estupinian chooses to go cross-field. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's really well manoeuvred. And that is as far as they're going to go. Incapuyi. Caicedo. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ahmad. Kessié. Kessié played out to the left flank. Hangs one in. Estupinian. Tacho. Played out to the right. Pass has gone astray. Moved on forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? Kessié. Fofana. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's been taken short. Now then, the ball's come loose. There are a few waiting for it. Tacho clears it away. And he's there to get it away. Ndika, aim forwards. Cleared away. Valencia. And the counter is on. Tacho shifted upfield. That'll be a corner. Kosunu getting this one clear. Can he deliver? That's really well manoeuvred. Doué. Diallo providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Short changes him with that pass. Capie forwards and with intent. Quality ball. And they've got rid. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Tacho. And it's played forward. Ball's gone out of play. Ndika cuts it out. Aim forwards. Well read, nice interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Out to the right. Moved on forwards. Capie gets across to intercept that. Moved on forwards. Ndika gets over and intercepts. And here's Valencia. And a shot! Ecuador have a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Going for goal!
And how good was that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're back in front.
Oh, that is a bit special. Ecuador go into the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
The cross comes in. That has been knocked clear. Ahmad.
And the shots!
So close to drawing level.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
It's going to be another corner, I think. And he's there to clear it. It's gone out for a throw-in. Diallo swings in across.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Wins the duel this time. And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. Aim forwards. Ecuador ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Kessié.
Oh, great! There's the shot!
A real chance and a real let-off.
Ivory Coast, I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's really well manoeuvred. Capier getting this one clear.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Pacho. Spread out to the left. Doué cuts it out. Kessié tries a deft little ball. And it's hoisted clear. And that is out of play. Ball swung in.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a-begging.
Played towards the other side.
Ecuador surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Up towards the front line.
Ivory Coast really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
It'll be a throw-in. Looks to the other side. Ivory Coast are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least they're going about it as they should, having...
He's had a shot!
He should have put that one away.
What a stunning save, absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
They've played it short. And it's Caicedo. And here's Valencia. Caicedo. Caicedo, that's a delicate pass.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's in, surely! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Kosunu shifted upfield.
Ivory Coast really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He has found a way through. So who's he picking out? Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Kosunu clears it away. No way through, so back it comes.
Real chance!
Ecuador clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. He's found a way through. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Estupinian. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike!
That was beautiful. Something close to genius. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Ecuador could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That was very necessary. And it's played forward. Oh, can he get onto this? Pacho. Pacho, gently done. Aim forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Moved on forwards. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Indica. Kosunu. It's a quick ball upfield. Well timed, excellent interception. Tacho. And claimed it back swiftly. Ahmad. Hit into the middle. Cleared away. That's really well manoeuvred. Thinks one through. It's out for a goal kick. Showing good feet. And it's Fofana. Kessié! Just off target. Capier can get it clear. And he's there to clear it. Moved on forwards. That looks a good ball through. Valencia. 4 extra minutes added on. A chance to play it in. Proves too strong. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Valencia. That's the keeper's ball. And he's picked out the run. And it's played forward. Well read, nice interception. Kosunu. Doué. Aim forwards. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Ecuador have reclaimed it. Kosunu gently done. Tacho. Tacho shifted upfield. Strong running down that left flank. Crossing. And that's that. Ivory Coast perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Ivory Coast never quite got to grips with this game, Peter. They looked slow and cumbersome in trying to counter much sharper opposition. Shocking, really.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.